participants, our next resource person is Dr. Savita Krishna Tidame ma'am. It's my great pleasure to introduce her. She has a glorious and shining academic and teaching records. She completed her MSc in 2007. Her specialization is in entomology. In 2013, she got doctorate in hydrology. She worked as a lecturer in Zoology Department, Art, Science and Commerce College, Ozer, MIG in 2013. At present, she is working as an assistant professor in KTHM College, Nashik. She is very active and energetic. She attended so many national and international conferences and presented paper and posters in national and international conferences. She published so many research papers in well-known journals. On behalf of our management, principal, our coordinator, staff, I heartily welcome you, ma'am. Now, may I request to Dr. Savita, ma'am, please join us and share her views on healthy diet to improve immunity. Please, ma'am.
Ma'am, are you there? Hello, ma'am. Savita, ma'am, are you there? लगाओ the phone. Join chat again. Sorry for inconvenience. I think the man is left out. Hello, ma'am, are you there? Hello, ma'am. Savita, ma'am, are you there?
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible one.
Okay. Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much, ma'am, for such a wonderful introduction. Okay, so let's start our presentation. Let me share my screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, is it visible?
Yes, ma'am. It is visible.
Okay. All right. So, myself, as introduced earlier, Dr. Savita Tidame, and I'm going to deliver a talk on a healthy diet to improve immunity. Okay, so basically, what is immunity, right? So immunity is what capability of your body to fight against a disease causing agent. So what is the, or what we can say, what are the disease causing agent is again a big question, right? Nowadays number of things are there like bacteria, viruses, right? So all they are considered to be disease causing agent because they are going to affect your body, causing diseases, particular kind of a diseases, right? And against such a diseases as our body is going to fight, right? So that ability of our body to fight against a particular kind of a diseases is said to be immunity. And if you know, we often says that if a person is become frequently sick or ill, we said you have a low immunity or weak immunity, right? And if a person who is not becoming sick remaining healthy for long, so we said that the person is very strong. So why this happened? This is because of your immunity. If you have a strong immunity, then you can stand strong, right? So let's see how we can improve our immunity. Okay, so just a second, let me go to next page. Yes, how you can improve your immunity? You can improve your immunity by improving your diet. Simply improving your diet is that possible. So how can we improve our diet? Okay, so eat low carbohydrate diet. Why? What happened if you eat more carbohydrate containing diet? See, if the food you eat that plays a key role in determination of your overall health and immunity. Everybody knows that. And if you eat a low carbohydrate diet, that helps to regulate your blood sugar. Even along with that, it also helps to regulate our blood pressure. So a low carbohydrate diet will slows down the diabetes too, right? So instead of that, what we can eat is again a next question, right? So instead of that, you can focus on the protein rich diet to keep yourself healthy, fit, and in a proper muscular shape. So after that, regularly consume vegetables and fruits, right? So vegetables such as broccoli, spinach, as well as mushroom, tomato, bell peppers, these are the veggies which can help you to improve your immunity as well as to keep you healthy so that your body can fight against the infectious agents, right? After that, natural immunity supplements includes ginger, amla, garlic, and turmeric. They must be included in our regular diet. No doubt, we consume them regularly, but you have to focus on these natural immunity supplements so that your body can build much better and you can fight against the infectious agents, right? Then certain seeds are there like sunflower seeds, even the pumpkin seeds, melon seeds are there, and nuts are also there, which again contains a numerous antioxidants as well as we can say vitamins, minerals, micronutrients are there which help you to build your immunity. So such a micronutrient containing seeds and nuts we must include in our regular diet. Then apart from that, we also focus on the probiotics. What are the probiotics? So probiotics are nothing but the yogurt which we can get in the yogurt, Yakult, as well as in the fermented food, right? That help us to rejuvenate our we can say abdominal flora, or you can say the intestinal gut flora and fauna too. What happened exactly if your stomach is upset? Exactly what happened? Suppose if you become sick and you go to the doctor suggests you a lot of medicines, right? And when you took those medicines, especially the antibiotics, your within few days, like in 3 4 days, your tummy become upset. So you have a loose motion, you have a digestion problem. This is why, this is because your gut fauna is entirely killed because of that antibiotics. And how we can restore the antibiotic means that gut fauna, right? We can restore the gut fauna by taking such a probiotics. So by eating a simply yogurt, or taking your Yakult, which is nowadays available in the medical stores too, so that can help to restore your microfauna, or you can say gut fauna, so that your immune system will work better, you can digest the food, and absorption will be enhanced, right? Now after that, let's see the supplements and immunity boosting foods. There are few supplements and immunity boosting foods are there, which if you include in our regular diet, that help us to build our immunity and stay strong. So let's see what is the first, vitamin C. So this particular vitamin is a crucial in the army of a immunity. So it helps to prevent the common cold. Everybody is aware of the common cold, right? So how can we avoid it? By simply boosting our immunity with the such a supplements that we can get from the food, right? And it can also have or itself, that is vitamin C itself is a powerful antioxidant, and that protect against the damage inducing by the varieties of stresses, right? So for several infections, this vitamin C is also used to treat such a infections like the especially sore throat, as well as some kind of inflammations are also get quickly healed because of this uh, boost or immunity boosting agent. Then what is next? Let's see, vitamin D is there. So this vitamin D supplement have a mild protective effect against a respiratory tract infection. So most peoples are deficient in vitamin D. Everybody is know that vitamin D from where we can get? We can get the vitamin D from the sunlight. It has been synthesized in our body in presence of a sunlight during early morning time, right? So it's better to get such a vitamin from the sunlight. You need to stand or you need to sit in the mild sunlight in early morning, so that your body can synthesize this vitamin and you can get easily. Then the next one is a zinc. So this zinc is again a vital component in synthesis, or you can say in formation of a WBCs, that is white blood corpuscles. Everybody is aware of the white blood corpuscles, right? So white blood corpuscles, what they are? They are nothing but a army of our body. They are the soldiers of our body, and they can fight against infectious agents, right? And for such a army, building of such a army, zinc is again one of the important micronutrient, right? So zinc deficiency often makes one more uh, or making people susceptible to cold, flu, and other viral infections, right? So it is important to include zinc in our diet, as well as zinc containing veggies in our regular diet, right? Then the next one is turmeric and garlic. Okay, now nowadays during COVID-19, everybody is aware of the turmeric and garlic, right? And we are using them. So this bright yellow spice, turmeric, contains a compound called as a curcumin, and which is important for boosting our immune system or immune functions, right? Along with that, this garlic has a powerful anti-inflammatory and antiviral properties, which help us to enhance our immune system. So we consume these two items, turmeric and garlic, regularly in our diet, right? Let's see. Then let's focus on some foods which contains vitamin C. Why? Because this vitamin C help us to prevent infection, and all the citrus fruits are no doubt there are varieties of citrus fruits are there which help us to improve our vitamin C content daily. And this vitamin C is present in so many foods, such as lemon and oranges are the richest source of vitamin C. But along with that, people they don't even know what vitamin C sources are there. So spinach, banana, even bell peppers, kiwi, strawberries and papaya are also there, which contains a rich amount of or more amount of vitamin C, right? So by eating or simply including these food material in our regular diet, we can even match the daily requirement of vitamin C. Then the next important antioxidant is nothing but a vitamin E. So this vitamin E is nothing but uh, as useful as like vitamin C in our body, and as a antioxidant it helps to our body fight against infectious agents. And this important vitamin is nothing but involved in, that is vitamin E is involved in varieties of biochemical reaction taking place in our body, so it is as important as to the vitamin C. Okay, now, what are the foods in which this vitamin E is present? So, almond is the richest source of vitamin E. Then peanuts, peanut butter, sunflower oil, and sunflower, safflower, as well as soybean oils are also the richest source of vitamin E. So, by including these materials or these seeds in your regular diet, we can enrich the vitamin E quality in our body, right? And we can boost our immunity. Now let's see what is next is the vitamin A. So this vitamin A is an infection fighter and comes in two forms, right? So one form which we can get from the animal foods such as flesh, meat, okay, even along with that dairy, as well as dairy is also one of the important source of this vitamin A. Along with that, the carrot, sweet potatoes, pumpkin, butternut, squash, even the cantaloupes, dark green leafy vegetables are also the richest source of this vitamin A. And everybody is knows that the vitamin A which is useful for your skin, most probably it is useful for our eyes, right? So in some ways it is also called as eye vitamin, and it also playing important role in boosting our immunity. Then the folate or folic acid. So this folate or folic acid. Now, first of all, we need to get the difference between folate and the folic acid. So this folate is what? Folate is nothing but a and natural form of this folic acid. And folic acid is what? It is a synthetic component, synthetic form. Okay, so whatever we are getting from the natural vegetables or the lentils or beans is nothing but the folate, right? And which we get in the form of medicines is a folic acid. Now, is it possible for us to eat or to get the folic acid for your regular through your regular diet? Yes, it is quite possible to get the folic acid and folate from your regular diet through the beans and lentils like this, right? So number of uh, uh, things which cereals which we have placed here in the diagram, through which especially this lentils is responsible or it is carrying a huge amount of this folic acid, especially folate, and that can boost your immune system, that can flourish your blood cell formation, RBCs formation, and keep you healthy, right? And the green leafy vegetables are also there which contains this folic acid or folate. Okay, then apart from that, the iron, okay, iron which help your body to carry oxygen to cells and plays an important role in immune system. So it helps to carry oxygen, right? So if you have enough amount of oxygen, then iron, then enough oxygen is been transported to cellular level and you feel healthy, energetic. But some people you might have heard, the anemic people, they don't have sufficient, means they have a low concentration of this iron, and ultimately what happened, these peoples they can have the problem related to means they can suffer from the weakness, they have early um, we can say they don't have sufficient strength to stand for a long time, to work a lot, right? So their body iron concentration is low. Ultimately they get the less amount of oxygen for the cellular respiration. So how can we improve that iron concentration? How can you cope up with the anemic condition? Yes, we can cope up with the anemic condition by simply including iron or simply eating the iron containing foods, right? So red meat is richest source of iron. Even chicken, turkeys, means a canned sardines, oyster, clams, mussels, means non-veg. Almost we can say maximum categories of the non-veg are there, which carries maximum amount of iron. And that maximum amount of iron you can easily get when you feed or when you include this wheat, or you can say meat containing substances in your regular diet. Then what happened if the people they are not having that non-veg diet? If the people they are feeding on only the vegetarian food material, then what will happen? They don't get the iron? No, still there are the vegetarian material that contains or that are richest source of the iron. Which are they? Beans, broccoli and bananas. Like that, many other elements, many other veggies are there which are richest source of this iron. And if simply we include them in our regular diet, we can get more amount of iron regularly, and you will stay healthy and stay fit. Then selenium. Selenium is again one of the important antioxidant, uh, and it is playing important role for boosting our immunity. So this selenium seems to have a powerful effect on the immune system, right? And being important for preventing infection. Animal foods are the richest source of this selenium. But apart from that, the vegetarian material, or you can say some cereals are also there, which are the richest source of a selenium. And let's see which are the sources of a food which contains a selenium: micronutrient as well as antioxidant. So seafood is again richest source of the selenium. Even meat and liver as well as a poultry is again the richest source of the selenium. So for boosting your immunity in today's situation, we need to focus on the non-vegetarian diet. As well as what happened if the people is not don't like or they don't digest this non-veg? Yes, you can go on the vegetarian diet. So curd, iron fortified cereals. Means iron fortified cereals means what? Nothing but the what we can getting outside, like flex, or we can say the cereals which are Kellogg's cornflakes, like that. Yes, like that, that is said to be iron fortified cereals. Okay, so muesli is also one of the example of iron fortified cereals which are richest source of this selenium too. Okay, so now the next important element or micronutrient is the zinc, right? So this zinc is needed for production of a new immune cells, right? And it's found primarily in animal foods, but some vegetarian material is also there in which this zinc is also richly observed. Now oyster, crabs and lean meat as well as a poultry is also richest source of the zinc. And even baked beans, yogurt, chicken peas, that is Bengal gram, is the richest source of this zinc. And we even this zinc is remain unfocused, right? Because we usually focus on the vitamin C, E, A, like that elements, and we don't focus on the zinc. But this zinc is also important for the boosting our immune system. Okay, let's see, after focusing on or after seeing some important aspect antioxidants which are important for boosting our immunity, let's see what are the essential elements which we need to add in our regular diet so that we can improve our health. So the first one is citrus fruits. Okay, so these citrus fruits are uh, which have a varieties, we have varieties of citrus fruits, right? And most people turn straight to vitamin C after they have caught a cold, and that's because it helps to build up your immune system. This vitamin C is brought to increase the production of white blood cells, and which are the key agent to fight the infectious agent like bacteria, viruses, and many other. So almost all citrus fruits are rich in contains high vitamin C. So it's easy to add a squeeze of a lemon to every diet so as to improve your health, so as to get the daily stock of your vitamin C. So we should include the vitamin C containing fruits in our regular diet. Then the next essential component is red bell pepper. Yes, beautifully colored red bell peppers are there, right? Along with that, what and how they are important, let's see. So uh, no doubt lemon is important source of vitamin C, but along with that, this red bell pepper is also one of the richest source of vitamin C. And they are, even along with the vitamin C, they are richest source of the beta carotene. And what is that beta carotene? Beta carotene is important for generation of the vitamin A. So in our body, this beta carotene is get converted into vitamin A. And this red bell pepper, now it is rich in what? In vitamin C, as well as it is rich in carotene or beta carotenoid, which are going to form the vitamin A. So that keeps our skin healthy, as well as that keeps our eyes healthy too. So we must include this red bell pepper in our regular diet. So along with that, broccoli is again one of the important element or important veggies which we can eat. So this broccoli is supercharged with vitamins and minerals, and it is packed with vitamin A, C, E, as well as it is rich in fibers. And along with that, many other antioxidants are also present in the broccoli, such as the selenium is there, carotenoid is there, and xanthine is also one of the antioxidant richly present in the broccoli. So we should include broccoli in our regular diet, or at least once or twice in a week we should eat. Then next essential element is the garlic. Yes, we are aware of the use of a garlic, or every day we are using garlic in every cuisines or every cooking. So it add a little bit of a zinc to our food, and it is must, you must eat this garlic for your health, right? So during early civilization, what happened, people were very aware of this garlic, right? Use of the garlic. And since that time, it is known to everybody that garlic is helpful for us to fight against the infectious agent, right? And this garlic, apart from that, also help us to softening, or it prevent the hardening of arteries, right? As well as it also help partly for lowering down the blood pressure. Apart from that, let's see what is next is the ginger. Ginger is again another ingredient, and many turn to the ginger when they become sick. Right now during COVID-19 situation, we are focused on the ginger. Every day we used to put a little bit or piece of a ginger in our tea, as well as in the regular food preparations, and you we are using it regularly. So this ginger may help to decrease the inflammation, right? Inflammation is what? Nothing but a reddish color swelling that comes after some kind of a some kind of a infection to the superficial body part or internal something like that, right? So this inflammation can be healed, can be cured by the ginger, and which help to reduce the sore throat, as well as inflammatory illnesses are also being healed by the ginger. So this ginger is again one of the essential component of the immune boosting system. So ginger may help with to cope up with the nausea as well, right? So it help us to decrease the chronic pain, even it is having a mild effect on the cholesterol lowering properties, right? So this ginger is one of the important factor for the regular diet. Then the next one is the spinach. Yes, spinach is not a favorite veggies of everyone. Yes, right. So this spinach is making our diet complete. It is rich in vitamin C, as well as it is rich in numerous antioxidants, even in the beta carotene, right? And that help against to fight against the infectious agent, as well as to boost our immunity. By eating spinach, you can get the beta carotene. That means you can get the vitamin A, vitamin C, number of antioxidants, as well as a huge amount of fibers. And these fibers keep your stomach healthy, as well as antioxidants that keep your body, that is immune system, strong. So we should include spinach in our regular diet. Apart from that, yogurt is again there, right? So this yogurt, uh, but whatever synthetic or whatever yogurt we are getting at home or outside is not exactly mean what I want to explain here, right? So yogurt which is rich, scientifically prepared and rich with the bacteria, lactobacillus, like that, okay, which is rich in the bacteria, that yogurt must be included in the regular diet. And this yogurt is partly, we can say, it is a greatest source of vitamin D. No doubt, we know that vitamin D is, how we can get the vitamin D. Vitamin D is available, or it has been synthesized in our body in presence of a early sunlight, right? So apart from that, we can get the vitamin D from this yogurt too. As well as yogurt contains a lactobacillus, or you can say bacillus, good amount of a bacillus, so that also keep your stomach healthy, that help to digest. As well as you can get vitamin D from the yogurt too, and it help us to build our immunity, as well as to fight against the disease causing agent, right? Now, the next one is almond. Yes, you cannot forget the almonds. Everybody likes to eat almonds because they are richest source of the vitamin C, as well as antioxidant. Even it also contains vitamin E, right? So this antioxidant, or you can say the almond containing powerful antioxidant, right? As well as it also contains vitamin E and C. So it is one of the healthiest food, and that must included in our diet, so that keeps our immune system strong, healthy. And as vitamin E is a fat soluble vitamin, so it requires a little bit of the fat to get absorbed easily. So this almond is also containing that. So nuts such as almonds are packed with the vitamins, and also help, or also contains healthy fat that help us to absorb that vitamin A or carotene from the almond, right? So almond is one of the important or essential part of our diet. Then the sunflower seeds. Yes, when we were small or we were kids, we used to eat these sunflower seeds. But right now, the kids, they don't have, or they even forget to eat the sunflower seeds. They don't know how to eat the sunflower seeds, right? But why sunflower seeds need to be eaten every day or once in a few days? So sunflower seeds are full of a nutrient including phosphorus, even magnesium and vitamin B6, as well as vitamin E, right? So it contains a huge amount of vitamins as well as micronutrients. So what is that? Phosphorus, magnesium, vitamin B6, as well as vitamin E. And all these elements are important for us to building our immunity, right? And this small seeds, means this sunflower seeds, after roasting them, we can easily remove its shell, and inner part you can easily eat, so as to get this huge number of element from the sunflower seeds to boost our immunity. Yes. Then after that, turmeric. Turmeric, yes, we know that the turmeric is very useful for us. Why? Because of its antioxidant properties, antibacterial properties, like that. Yes. Okay. So this turmeric, no doubt, even since a long time back or since ancient time, we are using this turmeric for our regular uh, homeopathic, or you can say regular practice. Means if you got some infection or some kind of a breakages there, skin get damaged, you put immediately, you're going to put the little bit of a turmeric on that damaged part. Why? Because we know that this turmeric is having antibacterial property, as well as it's also help in the wound healing, right? So this turmeric is containing a key ingredient, that is a courage. So that specific kind of a curcumin ingredient which is present in the turmeric, that gives that specific dark yellow color to the turmeric, right? Even turmeric, that is the specific component, curcumin, is having anti-inflammatory effect, right? And since long time back, it is even used for treating the osteoarthritis as well as a rheumatoid arthritis, right? This curcumin, that is a turmeric, is again one of the important immunity boosting agent. Okay, let's see what is next is the green tea. Yes, the green tea as well as even the black tea is also containing number of antioxidants. But what happened? What is the difference between green tea and that black tea? Black tea is what? The tea which is prepared by simply fermenting. So during that fermentation process, number of antioxidants are there in the tea plant which get damaged, which get even killed. So that's why we said instead of having a black tea or milk tea, you should drink the green tea. Why? Because in the green tea, during the steaming, all the antioxidants they are retained, and while the preparation of the black tea or during the process of a preparation of a black tea, what happened? Most of the antioxidants they get killed, they get damaged. So you need to have the green tea regularly so as to get the maximum antioxidants that help us to build our immunity, especially your T cells, T lymphocyte cells, which requires this antioxidant for building the immunity. So we have to include it in our regular uh, habit. The next one is the papaya. Yes, papaya is one of the fruit which is loaded with the vitamin C, and you can eat this papaya regularly so as to get the regular dose of your vitamin C fruit, right? And this papaya is also having digestive enzyme called as a papain. What is that? Digestive enzyme is a papain present in the papaya that helps to cure even your gastric inflammation. So whatever inflammation if you have in the gastric, that is in the intestinal portion, if you simply eat the papaya, it also partly help to cure the gastric inflammation, right? Because of the enzyme present in it. And these papayas have even loaded with the potassium as well as the magnesium, folate, right? And this potassium, magnesium, and folate, they are nothing but the key ingredient for boosting your immune system, right? The next one is the kiwi. Yes, nowadays when the people they become anemic, they switch on to or they switch towards the kiwi. They run to eat the kiwi fruit, right? Why? Because this kiwi is naturally loaded with the essential nutrient that contains folate, right? Folate is one of the natural existing compound present in the fruits as well as veggies, and even it is loaded with the potassium, vitamin K, vitamin C, right? And all these vitamins are important for boosting our immunity, right? So this kiwi contains a number of ingredient that functionally used in boosting the immunity as well as keeping you strong. Then we cannot even forget the healthy food, that is a poultry, right? So poultry is what? When you are sick, right? Just an example, when you are sick, you reach for the chicken soup, you go for the chicken soup, you want to have the chicken soup, and after having the chicken soup you've started feeling better. It is not a quick immediate effect or like that, right? It is just a placebo effect. And when you, what is the reason behind this? Why we feel started feeling better? Because the soup that helps to lower down inflammation, right? That helps to lower down the inflammation. That's why you started feeling better, which could improve your symptoms of the cold, right? And the poultry such as chicken and turkeys, which contains vitamin B6. Okay, and this vitamin B6 is an important player in many of the chemical reaction that happens in our body. So for formation of the new and healthy RBCs, we have to include all such elements or micronutrients as well as antioxidants regularly in our diet, including the chicken also. Apart from that, the next one is shellfishes. Okay, so shellfishes are again playing important role in boosting our immunity. How shellfishes they can play important role in boosting our immunity? Yes, because these shellfishes, yes, they are always kept as an ignored, or they are not in focus for having or because of their nutritious value till. right? So they contains more amount of a zinc, and that zinc, yes, we know it is important for what? It is important for having or for boosting our immunity, for boosting the synthesis of WBCs, right? And shellfishes such as even you can say crabs are there, prawns are there, oysters are there, lobsters are there. They are included as a shellfishes, and they contains more amount of zinc, which hence the shellfishes can be included in our regular diet. So as we said, we should focus on the protein rich diet instead of eating more amount of carbohydrates. Let's see what are the protein rich substances which we should include in our regular diet. No doubt, the lean meat, that is a meat which is free from fat, right? We should include in our diet so as to get the more amount of a protein. So poultry and fish as well as a seafood is also there, which is the richest source of the protein. So apart from that, dairy products are also richest source of the proteins. Even many cereals are there, as well as vegetables are there, even your broccoli, cabbage, even some beans are there, cucumber is there, which is the richest source of protein as well as fibers, right? So we should include them. Even number of cereals are there, even rajma is also richest source of protein. So number of cereals are there which are good source of protein, and we should include them in our regular diet. So staying healthy and living happy is what the important. How we can stay healthy? So variety is the important key for the proper nutrition. Means what? We should eat varieties of a food. Means it is not like we should eat all the foods, varieties of food at one time. No, regularly you focus on the various types of a food material. So eating just one of this food is not even enough to fight off the cold or other infectious agent, even if you eat them regularly, right? So what it means? It means that if you eat the food, such a foods regularly, then it will help us to build our immunity. But if you eat only the citrus containing fruit, so that is not sufficient, no, because you cannot get zinc from it or selenium from it. So you have to focus on the varieties of a food regularly so as to cure yourself from various kinds of diseases, right? Even apart from that, our government, that is Ayush Mantralaya, has also given us number of guidelines, and we cannot forget them, right? So some of the self help guidelines are given by the Ayush Mantralaya, that also we need to consider along with all such a food material, such as you need to drink ample amount of water, right? So if you need ample amount drink ample amount of water, then what will happen? Whatever toxicants are there accumulated in our body, that get washed out, right? So that get thrown out of your body. So we need to eat ample amount drink ample amount of water. Even practice meditation, yogasana, pranayam regularly along with the healthy food. Along with that, intake of a turmeric, cumins, coriander, as well as a garlic is again important, right? Even drinking herbal teas is one of the way to keep yourself oxidative, and even avoid sugar and replace it with jaggery if possible. So these are some of the self-help guidelines suggested by Ayush Mantralaya. We need to consider them along with our regular healthy diet. Done, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Very
Yes.
nice and informative lecture given by you. One question in the chat box, please see, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, sir. Just a second.
Shubhatra Bag, please mention the phytochemicals of those foods. He is asking. She is again.
Where is the question, sir? Will you read that, please?
In the chat box, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
So, both the lectures were okay. Apart from that,
little bit 2 to 3 charts above. Shubhatra, please mention the phytochemicals of those foods. She is asking.
Just a second, I'm trying to find it out.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. So, कौन सी वाला लिखो? नहीं. फिर कोर्स वाला ऑप्शन इसमें नहीं है. इसलिए कोर्स का ऑप्शन. वैसे बोला ना कोर्स वाला नहीं कर सकते.
Hello, Shubhadra, can you ask question directly? Because I can't find it in the chat box, please.
Okay, Subhadra.
Shubhadra, can you ask your question?
I think, ma'am, she is left one.
Okay. What
Okay.
was the question?
She's asking about the phytochemical properties of those foods, but the question is incomplete one. This one. Please mention the phytochemical of those foods. Puja Roham.
Puja Roham.
Yes, yes.
So, okay, fine. So in the present lecture, we have just focused on whatever essential nutrients are there, which we can get through the varieties of a food material. And phytochemical, we have not talked about a phytochemical, anything like that. Phytochemical is totally different aspect. Means if a particular compound we are taking, we are considering, right? It's an entire chemical composition. What is there and what kind of elements are nutrients are there, and what is the composition of each nutrient that comes under the phytochemical estimation. And we are not saying about a phytochemical estimation, but apart from that, what is today's what we learned today is a particular element, just like that. Let me show you. If you are talking about the yes, kiwi. So what is there in the kiwi? Or if you are talking about shellfishes, what is a basic ingredient which can help us to build our immunity? Like that. So phytochemical, especially, that totally different aspect. But yes, what we said, what we studied today, if almond is there, it is rich in vitamin C, vitamin E, even phosphate, phosphorus, and like that, micronutrients, antioxidants are also there. So taking in consideration of all such a small aspect, we can focus on our diet and keeping ourselves healthy. Yes. Any other question?
Zareen, if you want to ask the question, so please.
If you have any question, you can ask.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much. For the thanks, I would like to call upon Professor Ansari Satya, ma'am. So please come.
Good afternoon, all of you.
Good afternoon.
First of all, my sincere thanks to Almighty God for making today's webinar a grand success. I would like to thank our principal for giving the permission to arrange this webinar. Now, I would like to thank our chief guest who honored this function with her inspirational thoughts. Now, on behalf of management, principal, organizing committee, and staff, I would like to express our sincere thanks to Dr. Vikram Sir, Head of Zoology Department, KTHM College, and Dr. Savita Madam, Assistant Professor, Zoology Department, KTHM College, for giving nice lecture and excellent coverage to their speech idea. Last but not the least, I would like to thank our participants for making this webinar as a grand success. Once again, I thank all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving us opportunity. I even thank you to the
Madam.
principal sir, as well as IQAC coordinator, even head of the Department of Zoology, for arranging such a webinar, and coordinator of today's webinar. I thank you all for inviting us for such a nice lecture. And thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, madam.
There is as